In news just coming in, slamming the BJP, Union Minister Jairam Ramesh has spoken exclusively to headlines today. Ramesh has questioned Narendra Modi and his men on the delay in releasing their party's manifesto.
I have with me Union Minister Mr. Jairam Ramesh. Jairam, you are one of the authors of the Congress Manifesto. There's no BJP manifesto inside.
Well, it's very clear that the BJP is not fighting this election on a party manifesto. What do you mean? It's a very individual-centric campaign. You know, it's a Modi-festo. It's not a manifesto. We are here on the 2nd of April. The first elections are going to be on 7th. And a major national party wanting to come to power has not even released its party manifesto. So 2014 elections for the BJP is clearly not on the basis of party programs or party ideology or party priority. It's all about an individual, one individual, that too.
No, they're saying we are running it on a track record on the Gujarat model.
No. I think, well, if it is a Gujarat model, then they should come out with a manifesto and say, what is this so-called Gujarat model all about? What are its achievements? And there are downsides to the Gujarat model as well.
Like?
There are deep weaknesses in the education sector. There are failures on the health front, sanitation front, malnutrition, the child sex ratio. Today, the child sex ratio in Gujarat is as bad or as low as in some parts of northwestern India. So, the Gujarat model, has always been a successful state from the point of view of business and enterprise and commerce. And that's not because of Mr. Modi. That's because of the nature of Gujarat society. Gujarat businessmen, Gujarat youth, Gujarat, the DNA of Gujarat is entrepreneurship, So for one man to say, I have built up Gujarat is simply not borne out by facts. There was huge public investment in Gujarat in the 60s and 70s. There was private investment in Gujarat in the 80s when Congress was in power. And that has continued. That momentum has continued.
But, the BJP says in its defense that what we stand for is very well known and that in due course this will...
Well, we could have taken the same position. We are a 128-year-old party. We've been in power for so many years, so everybody knows what we stand for. So why do we release a manifesto? I think, what you're doing is basically you're insulting the intelligence of the people. You're not taking these elections very seriously if you are not going to be releasing your party manifesto on time. And clearly, the BJP is taking the voters for a ride. They're taking the voters for granted.
They're saying we're probably taking time preparing it.
Yeah,
because they are
because chapter 1, Sushma Swaraj chapter may not gel with chapter 2, Yashwant Sinha chapter may not gel with chapter 3, chapter 4, Arun Jaitley chapter, it may not gel with the Advani chapter. Yes, there are, I'm sure I sympathize with the BJP. There are so many pulls and counter pulls within the BJP that it may be difficult to bring out one document. Mr. Nitin Gadkari has been threatening to come out with a vision document for the last 6 months or last 7 months. And now we are told that they've put off the vision document till after the elections.
Once assuming they do come out with a manifesto, once they do, would you be willing to debate the pros and cons?
We came out with the manifesto 2 weeks in advance. We were hoping that the BJP would come out with its manifesto, and the debate would then not be on tutu meme or on the politics of vitriolic abuse, but on the basis of programs and ideologies and promises and pledges. But how can we do it in the absence of something authentic which articulates a party program? Let me stress. This elections is between parties. The Congress is seeking a mandate for the Congress party. The BJP clearly wants a mandate for one individual.